Alright, so now that you got your drop 2 and 4 voicings, as we showed you in our last step-by-step tutorial, let's take a quick look at how we can expand on these voicings. Click right there if you haven't seen it yet. So now it's time to add some voice leading. This will take your drop 2 and 4 voicings to the next level, and it's very easily done. If you're new to mDecks Music, we create music books and apps, piano arrangements, and we discuss improvisation, songwriting, and sometimes we take music theory to strange and uncharted places. So subscribe and hit the bell, and join us for exclusive access to our ever-expanding library of music resources. So here are the drop 2 and 4 voicings we wrote on our last video. The only thing that we need to do is to change the octave on some of the notes on our right hand so that they're as close as possible to the 2 notes of our previous chord. That's it. What we're trying to achieve is to create 2 melodic lines that are easily picked apart from the harmony. One for the top note and one for the bottom note. This is called voice leading. So from C major 7 to C minor 7, we can see the top note just moves a half step down. And that's perfect. And the second voice is also moving a half step down. The next voicing on F7 is clearly too far away. But if we change the octave for this A and move it here, we have much better voice leading. And just by looking at the score, you can see this version is much better if we want to follow the top voice. Before, we had this. You can see how this E flat looks like it belongs to the second voice while the A looks completely out of place. Once you've understood this concept, it's very obvious which of the notes that we have to change. Can I follow the top and bottom lines with my eyes easily? Then my voice leading is correct. It's that simple. So we don't need to do anything until we get to this G under the E flat 7 and move it up an octave. Yes, this is very easy, and look how effective it is. So here's the sound we got before voice leading. And here it is after voice leading. Amazing, right? Well, there's a couple of points we have to make about this process. On any 2-5-1, be it primary or secondary, the voice leading will always look the same. Between the 2 and the 5, there's a common tone, the flat 3 of the 2 and the flat 7 of the 5. In our example, we can see it in this C minor 7 to F7. The E flat is a common tone. And then it'll resolve down a half step to the 3rd of the 1 chord, D in B flat major 7. And the flat 7 of the 2 chord descends a half step to the 3rd of the 5 chord. The B flat in C minor 7 moves to an A in F7. And then it turns into the major 7 of the 1 chord. A is the major 7 of B flat. So the voice leading in a 2-5-1 will always be the same. One voice stays and then moves a half step down, while the others move a half step down and then stay. But this voice leading causes a problem in almost every well-formed harmonic progression. When we compare the 2 notes under the 2 chord to the 2 notes under the 1 chord, we can see that we've moved down an entire half step. E flat and B flat has turned into D and A. And as we move to the next chords in the progression, this downward shift will prevail, almost always. The problem with this is that if we keep using voice leading in our song, I should say in every song, our 2 voices will get lower and lower in the register. So at some point, you're gonna have to reset your 2 voices and move them up, breaking the voice leading. This is inevitable. The question is where to do this. Well, there are no rules for that. The only thing I can say is when you get low in the register, you have the option to break the voice leading on the next chord, or split the current chord and switch there. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Share this with your friends because that really helps us out a lot. We really appreciate it. And YouTube seems to think that you're going to like this content up there. So click on it and go deep into the rabbit hole.